If you guys are looking to buy or sell any of your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins in preparation for Team of the Season, check out u4gm.com and use code ELITE at... What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today we are trading with Community Team of the Season cards, and I'm going to show you guys how you can trade with these throughout the week, make yourselves some coins, and we're also using that trading method with which we usually use on the first day of release. I just bought this Bernardo Silva right now, and I want to explain the reason why, but before we get into that, guys, do not forget to drop a like on today's video if you've been enjoying the content recently. And I'll tell you what, if you guys watched yesterday's video, every single card that we shouted out as an investment has gone up in price a lot. The market did boom as expected. If you made any coins, let me know down below. That would be absolutely awesome. Let's shoot for 223 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely awesome. So, Bernardo Silva we just picked up for 1.15 million coins. And if we take a look at the entire team of the season right now with Community TOTS, we're looking at prices that are starting to drop. But as predicted, the first hour or two was the cheapest for these cards due to the overwhelming amount of supply on these cards. Bernardo Silva, as an example, and he might not even be the best example of it, is the fact that his card was about 1.1 mil at release and spiked up to 1.3 million. So if you bought at the low point at about 1.1 and sold for 1.3, you'd make almost 150,000 coins per card. I think it's going to do something similar again now that he's dropped back down. We had a lot of hype over these cards, a lot of people buying, a lot of demand, and now there's a little bit of panic selling over the last hour. He dropped steadily, but over the last hour, they've gone down 100K. And for example, there are some cards that have dropped even more, like Rodrigo, who was up at about 2 million coins, and he went from 1.5 to 2 million coins very, very quickly. Now he's under 1.7. Let me show you his graph as well. 1.5 million coins at release, then he spiked up to 2 mil almost, and then over the course of the last 2 hours has gone back down to under 1.7. Could he spike back up to 2 million coins tonight? The answer is yes, maybe. He could get close. He could get there. Really depends on how rare these cards get, but what I will say is that the pack weight on these cards isn't ridiculously high. It's not crazy low like it was for Team of the Year, but it's pretty low in comparison to what it has been in previous years, especially with EA kind of, keeping in mind that so many people had saved packs, and if they made the pack weight too high, then maybe these cards would be stupid cheap and crash the rest of the market, which I don't think they want, even though it is Team of the Season. It's still April. We've got a lot of this FIFA cycle left, and if the market completely crashed today, then what happens for the rest of Team of the Season? Where does it go? It keeps going down probably, and that wouldn't really be good for the entire game as a whole. So what I'm watching right now is these cards going down in price. I'm going to wait until one of the cards starts rising. Maybe it's Gabriel Jesus, maybe it's Rodrigo, maybe it's Sanchez. One of these cards has to be the first card to start rising, and then after that starts rising, I'm going to know that most of the other cards have probably gotten close to hitting their bottom, and I'm going to spend all of my coins on investments into the night, and then I'm going to sell those cards tonight, and I'm going to make sure I sell, even if I don't make profit, and I'm wrong, I'm going to sell those cards tonight because we don't want to hold those cards into the week. There have been certain scenarios where the cards rise into the week, like Team of the Year, but it doesn't happen often. Most of the time, I'd say 95% of the time, the cards drop on the second day, and they drop a lot. It's just not worth the risk, in my opinion. So that's the plan for now. Let's see if we can make some profit off the Bernardo Silva we just bought and the rest of the 4 million coins that we have to spend. Right, guys, so I bought another Rodrigo. I actually have 2 of these cards I've bought in the last couple of minutes, and I bought them very quickly. I've only searched about 10 times, and I bought 2 of them. Right now, he's going for about 1.65. I bought him for about 1.6 each. He's still dropping, though, so I'm a little nervous about this one, but we'll see how it plays out. And using our day one trading method, our Friday trading method, I guess you could call it, we picked up 1 Bernardo Silva that you guys saw earlier for 1.15. We picked up 2 Rodrigos for 1.6. We also grabbed an Ake for 320K, and then a couple of Kim Min Jae cards for about 125 to 130,000 coins. And now it's later at night, so it's time to sell. And they are all sold. Bernardo Silva ended up making making us the most profit at about 122,000 coins. A couple Rodrigos sold there for another 150,000 coins total-ish. Ake sold for a little bit of profit. And then Kim Min Jae, I lost about 15,000 coins on tax. So the total in the end was about 266,000 coin profit after tax, which is pretty solid. I'll definitely take that. But next I want to show you guys is some investment ideas moving forward this week. We are in community TOTS and we have seen a lot of packs opened on the first 24 hours of this promo, but we haven't seen any SBCs come quite yet. We haven't seen really any SBC leaks come quite yet, unless you're considering some of the leaked TOTS Moments cards that could potentially be SBCs, but we don't know that for sure. Of course, we do have the likes of Cameron Carter-Vickers and a couple other of these team of the season TOTS Moments cards that have been released. I actually packed a Carter-Vickers, but we haven't seen all of them. And we saw some more of them that were leaked, like Matoma. So those could come as SBCs over the next few days. We'll see if they'll end up dropping some sort of guaranteed team of the season pack towards the end of this week. I'm not sure if that's going to come on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, but it's something that we saw every single week last year, and it always required a certain rating. So for this or not most consistent, but community team of the season, we're probably going to see a rating of probably 85 or 86, maybe even 87 required for that window to get yourself a guaranteed team of the season card. And then on top of that, it's probably going to require a TOTS card in it. So if you wanted to make an investment on some of the cheapest team of the season cards, that could be a good shout. But on top of that, going in on some of the fodder that has crashed in price over the course of the last couple of days. Of course, we've got a lot cheaper, higher rated fodder because one, you've got new fodder in packs like the Carter-Vickers and Ben Sabaney, the TOTS Moments that we were just talking about. Coke Chu, I'm not sure I pronounced that right, but is a team of the season from Eredivisie. 89 rated cards are 32K. 88s are 22. And in my opinion, that is way too low. You've got 86 rated cards, which are the exact same price as 85s, so there's no reason to really invest in 85s right now. You might as well go in on 86s as an investment. 87s at 15,000 coins. I mean, I cannot remember the last time they were below 15K. It must have been a very, very long time ago. As you guys can see, if we take a look at the graph, the last time they were under 16K was the end of December. The last time they were under 15,000 coins, it was the 14th of October in the first couple weeks of the game. So they haven't been this low ever. And so, yes, they are probably going to see a little bit of a lower price to sit at, but this is just too low. Guys, go in on some fodder now as investing. I know 83s look tempting because they're not really risky, but I think they're also going to be packed a ton. Of course, EA could artificially manipulate that to where 83s are needed for so much stuff. But what we saw during Team of the Season, I want you guys to remember, 83s stayed cheap. They stayed cheap until after Team of the Year was over. A couple weeks after when the Future Stars dropped and then Road to the Final and all of that, then they started rising. But during the promo, when all of the packs were getting opened, they stayed low because there's just too much supply. So with that being said, I think higher rated fodder is absolutely the move right now. Some of my favorites are, 87, 88, 89. I mean, even 90 Pavlidis right now as a 90 rated card is only 38,000 coins, guys. That is so ridiculously cheap. I don't think that there's really any downside to investing in fodder right now. I think that you are safe to go in 100% of your coins on those, and you're probably going to be making profit as long as you're patient over the course of the next 2 weeks, because right now, of course, we have community TOTS, but then we're going to have Premier League Team of the Season most likely coming out next Friday, and once a guaranteed TOTS SBC comes out for that, we're going to see a huge rise on SBC fodder for that SBC, and of course, there's a lot of other player SBCs or upgrade SBCs that could come out in the meantime as well that we just don't know about or don't have any leaks for yet. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here for Fodder is going to be Team of the Week cards. Because, guys, Team of the Week is going to end this week. Right now, there are Team of the Week cards in packs until Wednesday. But after that, it's done. No more Team of the Week cards after Wednesday. And we have a pretty good Team of the Week right now. Camavinga is actually a really, really great Team of the Week card. One of the best we've had all year. But we're not going to see any more Team of the Week cards. So if you guys want to make investments on 84 rated Team of the Weeks, they are discard price right now, which means you can get them for 10,500 coins and you can quick sell those for 10,250. So you're risking like 250 coins per card. That is definitely worth going in on. No risk investment there. So if you are a little bit more afraid to go in on anything risky with your coins, you want to make sure you don't lose anything, that's the way to go. Get yourself some informs, and those will go up over time. Maybe not immediately, but generally they are required for SBCs even when they're out of packs, and we saw that during Path to Glory and the World Cup. When there was no informs during the World Cup in packs, they still required them in SBCs, and they went up in price a ton. Some of them went up 250, 300% in price. That could be a gold mine if you're patient. So 84s, even 85s for 12K, not bad either. Of course, 85 rated gold cards have risen over 12K by a lot over the last couple of days. They've gotten up to 15,000 coins. So 85 rated informs at 12,000 coins, ridiculously good deal as well. But I mean, look at 86. You got Svanberg. I mean, Svanberg 86 rated inform at 12.5K. I think that is a great investment. I'm probably good. That's probably my favorite investment I've seen so far. Svanberg, he's behind your screen right there. Here, 12.5K. That's ridiculous for an 86 rated inform. And then 87 rated informs also under 20K, 88s, getting a little bit higher. Once you get up here, I would say your best bet is to go with just gold rated fodder or maybe some of the team of the season cards. Just whatever the cheapest is for that rating. I wouldn't go with informs, but 84, 85, 86, those discard price informs are brilliant investments. Now, in yesterday's upload, guys, we talked about making investments in cards that had crashed into the hype of community TOTS. Any of these cards that had existed or might be getting replaced by a new card, maybe it's themselves, like Gabriel Jesus, or maybe it's Guendouzi with Thuram coming out. Here's the thing about Guendouzi. Of course, he's got the skill move weak foot boost, and that already has a little bit of an advantage on that 3-star team of the season Thuram that's out right now. But I told you guys to pick up these cards because of how much they crashed into the hype. We told you guys, yesterday it was about 303,000 coins at the time, and they spiked up to about 360, 370 today at their highest, and right now they're at about 345 still. So really good profit on those kind of cards, and it's going to be a great learning curve for us because now that we know that that works for community TOTS, I think a similar thing is going to happen pretty much every single week in this team of the season promo. So next week when Premier League comes around, what we're going to see is any of these Premier League cards that already exist in the game. For example, Erling Haaland is probably a good shout for this. Maybe not so much his team of the year, but possibly his Champions League man of the match. This card right now goes for 265K. Once the team of the season for Premier League gets closer, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to see this card drop in price as people are getting ready to replace it with a team of the season Haaland. But what they don't realize is that that team of the season Haaland is going to be ridiculously expensive and it's not going to be super attainable to most players. And so what happens is they just go right back to the card they just panic sold and panic buy that card back. So it's dropping right now. It's probably going to keep going down. 265 is too much. I probably wouldn't pay over 220, 230 for it. It'll probably get down there though over the course of the next few days. So just wait till it gets down there. Buy it once it looks, close to its lowest point on Wednesday or Thursday, and then it'll probably rise on that Friday. I'll guarantee it will go up due to the fact that that Erling Haaland team of the season card will be really juiced. It'll probably be just as juiced as his team of the year, although I disagree with the fact that it should be. In previous years, way back when, team of the years were the highest rated versions of all their cards. But in FIFA 17, FIFA 18, things started changing, and the team of the season sometimes were higher rated than the team of the years. Like I packed team of the year Mane 97 a couple years ago, and then his team of the season ended up being 98 rated. And I was a bit upset about that because that was the first ever team of the year I had packed. It was untradeable, and then a 98 one of Mane came out later that year, so it made it a little less special. We'll see what they do. Either way, it's going to be a big boost from these existing cards, and so that's a good example of it, but it's not limited to just Erling Haaland. That's just one example. A lot of different cards that are getting team of the seasons already have existing cards that still sit at a few 100,000 coins, even over 1 million coins on some of these cards. So keep an eye out for those. Anything getting into Team of the Year during that Premier League Team of the Season or anything beyond that is a great way to make coins during Team of the Season all the way throughout the promo. That's about it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to slap a like on the video. We're going for 223 likes on today's video. Make sure you're a part of that, and I'm going to open a couple of packs to end today's video. We've already packed one blue in just 2 or 3 packs that we've opened so far, but it was Cameron Carter-Vickers. Only goes for about 23,000 coins. So not that exciting of a blue to have packed. I will say that I did open one pack on a viewer's account when we were streaming on kick.com yesterday. I opened one pack and I packed De Gea. So I've packed 2 blues in about 4 packs so far. Let's see if we can keep that run going with a tradable 35K pack right here. No blue. But that's it for today's video, and the secret comment word of the day is De Jong. Go ahead and comment De Jong down below as the secret comment word of the day, and I'll drop a heart on it in appreciation for you guys making it to the end of the videos. I really appreciate your guys' support. Just making it to the end of the videos supports the video, helps it in the algorithm, helps my channel grow. Dropping a like and dropping a comment and subscribing to the channel are all extra ways to do so. So if you want to hit the Grand Slam, you can do all 4 of those. As I said, that's it for today, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.